and he likes coming to work with me, and he's a good boy, and he's 8, how old are you? 8 years old. And so we've always cooked together, so he'll be doing exactly the same as what I'm doing. So the recipe that we're doing, if you just come and have a quick look at the book, I'll just take hold of it here. So here's the book, this is what it looks like. I'll show you the recipe we're going to cook right now. Where are we? So lots of different beautiful dishes. The one we're going to start off with is some ingredients that we had here already. And it is, oh, let me go back. Apologies, people. There it is. So we are going to make this one here. It's a real family favourite. It's sunshine pasta. You can see it's only like 5 ingredients, 6 ingredients. It's really, really easy. So I am going to sunshine pasta because it's basically golden. It's got a beautiful sunset kind of colour. We're using yellow peppers. For most parents, actually whether it's for adults or for kids, getting the good stuff, getting veggies into food is always a big thing for parents. Also, having fun, deliciousness. So it's a really quick pasta. Now we'll put the pasta in first. So Buzz, come over here, my friend. We've got a pan of boiling water. We're going to do twice the recipe because Buddy's going to do one. So in you go, Buzz. We're going to use fusilli. So you can get fusilli, you could use shells, you could use bow ties, whatever you want. So we're going to cook that pasta, give it a little stir. It's a little bit more than we need, but we'll worry about that later. So I've lightly salted that water. Keep an eye, bring it back up to the boil. That pasta takes 11 minutes. So this recipe takes 11 minutes. So the question is, have you got 11 minutes in your life to cook a delicious meal? And I hope the answer, certainly Monday to Friday, is a big giant yes. So Bud's over there, brother. So Buddy's going to kind of copy what I do. So we're going to take our lovely pepper. You're going to get your thumb and you're going to push the stalk into it. And this way you don't have to, if you ever watch, even a lot of chefs, they just hack it off and they throw a whole load of pepper in the bin. So we'll get rid of the seeds, we'll take the little white pithy part out, and then we're left with the 2 halves here. So have a little look at Buddy over there. Push the stalk in, Buds. Remove the seeds and the stalk. If there's any questions coming in, Subi, feel free to ask any questions because we have an amazing audience from all around the world.
Someone's asking if there's going to be a TV show for the new book.
Yes, yes, yes. So there is absolutely a new TV series. I believe it starts on the 22nd? 2nd of September, 8 o'clock, Channel 4, and it will be going around the world. So guys, we have a large pan here on a high heat, and what we're going to do is add a little bit of olive oil to this pan. So a couple of little tablespoons in there. This pan is a little bit more feisty. So we've got a little camping stove over here for my mini-me. How are you, Buddy? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Buddy loves to cook, and he's a brilliant apprentice. So olive oil goes into his pan. He has a slightly smaller pan because he's a slightly smaller person. The great thing about this recipe, when I write these recipes, I want it to be as inclusive as possible, right? So if you can roughly chop that, Bud. So it's always nice to have a little bowl for your rubbish. And this recipe, we want to use knife skills like Buddy's showing you, but also it doesn't matter if it's bad knife skills, okay? I do not want posh knife skills to sort of divide you from, you know, cooking this recipe. What Buddy's noticing now is the skin is quite hard. So if you always turn it skin side down, then it will go through really easy. And I just want to then slice it into like roughly 1 centimetre dice, okay? So Buddy will continue with this. Have a little look at what I'm doing over here. So badly cut, and the reason that is because we're going to liquidise the sauce. So as I said, it's a nice pasta dish, sunshine pasta. It's going to take no more than 11 minutes to cook, and I think it's a delicious pasta that gets veg at the heart of the meal. What's really nice is obviously this is sunshine pasta, but you can see that Buddy, because he's very experimental. Yeah, 2 minutes. So can you get your peppers into that pan, Buddy? So as you're chopping, the nice thing about this recipe is as you're chopping, you can add whatever you're chopping into the pan. So it has a really nice kind of workflow. I'm doing it with yellow peppers, so the sauce is yellow. But over here, you can see Buddy is doing red peppers because he likes he likes to mix with the matrix, right? So his sauce will be red, mine will be yellow, and of course if you did it with green, peppers it would be green. This is a slightly sweeter pepper. So the redder, the sweeter. The yellow has a nice kind of fresh flavour, so it's all good. Buddy is pushing, or getting the, go on, how you push your thumb in. There we go, so push it in, and then work into your little bin like this. Beautiful. So in with the stalks, that can go in the bin, and then he'll be roughly chopping and straight into the pan.
Then you can do a shout out to Tamara, she absolutely loves you.
Oh, bless you, Tamara. Hi, Tamara. And hello to everyone watching, bless you.
Australia, Canada,
Australia.
India.
We love you, Australia, Canada. So look, 2 peppers have gone in, then it's 1 onion, again, roughly chopped. So a real idiot-proof recipe. The pan's on a high heat, but we don't really want colour. So get those veggies in the pan so they don't take on colour. Buddy, how's yours going over there, brother?
Pretty good.
And then 2 cloves of garlic. So 2 peppers, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic. And with the garlic, buddy, we're going to do tap chopping. So we're just going to sort of slice it like this. Take your time, don't rush it. So with little buddy, you know, I think teaching kids to respect knives, to walk safely with a knife in the kitchen, you know, not pointing it around. We've done this since he was about 5. Obviously, I watch him all the time. That's when I learned to use a knife. So today, Buddy's cooking staff meals at the office. He's standing on a beer crate. That's what I was doing at his age. Exactly the same. I love it. So when the garlic, onions, and peppers are in, you can season that with some nice sea salt. And then, to amplify sort of softness and sweetness, I'm going to put the lid on. Okay? So pasta is cooking. The peppers are cooking. How's it going, Buzz?
Good.
Buzz is on onion duty.
Yep. We've got a question from Jason asking if you've gone vegetarian, Jamie.
No, I'm not vegetarian. I eat meat, I eat fish. I'm a food lover. But I probably eat vegetarian 3 or 4 days a week. Probably vegan once a week. And that's my journey. I think it's just healthier. I think it's easier. I love meat. And I think, you know, although I respect the growing amount of vegetarians and vegans around the world, and I fully support that, I have for 20 years. 65% of all my books have been about, you know, being veggie. Yeah, I just think in the last 5 years, really, we're sort of eating plant-based about 5 days a week. So that's just how we roll. I just think it's a little lighter. I think the idea of eating meat every day is completely bonkers. It was never like that. So really, it's looking back to our grandparents and the way they used to eat. So look, we have a secret ingredient over here that I'm going to add. What I want to try and get from this sauce is kind of a little subtle sweet and sourness. So I'm going to use a little white wine or red wine vinegar, and I'm going to put about 2 spoons in there. So this is getting nice and sweet. Vinegar goes in, and that'll just clean the bottom of the pan, and that vinegar and the olive oil and the garlic is just going to make the most amazing story. So I'll add that. Buddy's doing the garlic, so...
Everyone's saying, Buddy, how impressive your knife skills are.
Cool, bud. Show him your... If you come down and just have a little look at his knife skills. So he's going to show you the tap chopping now. And then when he gets a little bit vulnerable, see how he rolled that onto its flat edge. And, you know, not too many cuts so far, not too many cuts. He's quite responsible. And I really think, like...
That onion's making my eyes so bad.
Onion's making... he's going to cry. You mean you're going to cry?
No, but it hurts.
Yeah, that's... Well, in onions is a form of hydrochloric acid.
That doesn't hurt.
And that's why it irritates your eyes. So... When I used to work in the kitchen as a boy, they used to give me massive sacks of onions to cook, and I'd cry and cry and cry every Saturday, prepping. And I thought 1 week, because the chefs used to get a lot of pleasure out of the boss's son crying, and just like he is now. And so I came back from holiday one year, and I put my goggles with snorkel on, No crying. So,
I never cry.
yeah, that's all right. Well, you do cry every now and again. It's all right to cry. So over here, guys. So this is a very, very quick pasta. 11 minutes, guys. For something joyful, something simple. Essentially, there's 5 ingredients here, right? Onion, peppers, garlic, pasta, and we're going to use some parmesan. Try and buy the chunks of parmesan. The pre-grated stuff just tastes revolting, and it's low quality, and it's not good at all. So as soon as this pasta's nearly there, let's have a little try. The pasta is there. So what I'm going to do, I'll do mine first. So in a liquidizer, I'm going to just put the peppers and onions. See how quick that was, guys? So we got sweetness, we got simplicity, we've got a freshness, and now we're going to just go for simple colour. Buddy's a few minutes behind me, which is absolutely kind, and if anything, it'll just be slightly tastier. And the red peppers are a little sweeter anyway. Kids love this. So in here, we're going to put about 30 grams of parmesan, a little handful. And then magic ingredient over here. The magic ingredient is the starchy cooking water. So just get some of that water, and that will help make a very simple and delicious sauce. So in it goes, and then we'll whiz this up. So that's baked, we're done. We are done. So we'll whiz that up. That's where the name comes from, sunshine. Have a look at that. I'm going to drain this pasta here. The pasta's done. At this point in the story, we want to check seasoning. Otherwise, you know, it's not going to taste good. Oh, delicious. So the parmesan was bang on. I'm not going to adjust it. Sometimes I adjust it with a little extra. Come over. Look. So there is your sunshine sauce. Splendid. Really, really good. When you get a nice pan like this, you've got the rounded edge, and we'll just kind of agitate it like that. You can put it on the heat again just for 30 seconds, and it will kind of make the pasta sauce cook into the pasta. So the pasta is as delicious as the sauce. So as that comes up, it's the last stage of the story, and that is a little sprinkle. So if you go across a lot of the Mediterranean, you'll see nuts used in the most fabulous ways. Hazelnuts, almonds, pine nuts, pistachio nuts. Give it a shake, buds.
Can someone use a food processor instead of a blender?
You can use a hand blender, blender, or food processor. If you're going to use a food processor, then just give it a little top, buds, like that. If you use a little food processor, you might want to go a bit longer because it's not as kind of intense. Okay? So buds, that's looking really good, brother. So the pasta, see how that's cooking in just for that last minute. So 30 more seconds there. If you get the liquidizer, buddy, and use this spoon and put your sauce into there. Because my sauce is yellow, I don't have to wash it out. You can go straight in with his. So look, back over here, across the Mediterranean, they use nuts in the most fabulous ways. On stews, on pastas, on soups, on salads. Nuts, as I'm sure you know, are incredibly healthy. A little handful a day, you know, all those heart-healthy oils. You know, it's a fantastic source of protein, really good for you. I'm using pistachios, so sunshine pasta, yellow. You know, beautiful pistachios, incredibly good for you. So we're thinking flavour, we're thinking colour, we're thinking 11 minutes. And all I'm going to do is smash it up, and then that becomes the most amazing sort of unctuous kind of sprinkle. So you can have big chunks, you can have fine chunks. You can see I'm smashing it now, and you can kind of muddle it around to a little dust. If you haven't got a pestle and mortar, honestly, this is one of the most essential gadgets in the kitchen. You know, I've been using these for 35 years now. Marinades, dressings, curry pastes, you know, oils, flavoured salts. So Bud has got his stuff there. Don't turn it on yet, buds. Of course, whenever you're working with kids in the kitchen, you must always watch kids. Okay, you know it's not a license to go freestyle. No. So sometimes when you use a liquidizer, you might want to be extra safe and put that over the top. Go for it, big boy. So look, Parmesan isn't vegetarian that uses rennet, but you can get a fantastic equivalent if you look in the supermarket. Any hard cheese, and they're all labelled now, V for vegetarian. There's many, you want to put it on again? There is, even in history, there's vegetarian cheeses that use thistle and other splitting agents. Buddy just wants to put that on. So that here is the pasta. You're alright, buds? I bet you're glad now. Yeah. Covered yourself in boiling sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit. Okay. There you go, that's live. There was me watching him, not anymore. So look, we've got the pasta here. There you go, buds. Straight on with the sauce. You can see how that pasta, just down to the pasta, sweetheart. We'll take some of that beautiful pistachio and then sprinkle that over the top. And then just finish it with a kiss of extra virgin olive oil and a little grating of Parmesan. So that is the sunshine pasta.
Susan's asking when the veg book is out in Australia.
So the veg book is basically out in the next kind of week in Australia. Very, very soon. Next 6-7 days, and you can pre-order it now if you want. Buddy's done his. Oh, Buddy's put sauce on the floor. This is what happens. It's okay. So Buddy's got his pasta here as well. Where's your pan? So Buddy's sauce. Did you put Parmesan in yours, bro?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So we're just going to add Parmesan. Buddy's trying to stitch me up by putting the sauce on the floor, which is making me slip.
Hurting me a lot.
You what?
It hurt.
I bet it did hurt. We have to put that under cold water. Did it actually hurt your arm?
Oh, yeah.
Go on then, get it under cold water. So here's Buddy's sauce. Let's have a little try. Oh, actually a very different flavour. You can see the subtlety there. That's more of a red, pink colour. So you've got sunshine pasta, very, very quick, very tasty, nice lunch or dinner. You've got Buddy's pasta here with the red pepper. Again, very simple, great family food. And I'll finish that with the pistachios as well. You can mix up the nuts, of course. Nutritious, nice big portion there. So there you go.
Frida and Janet are asking if there's any vegan recipes in the book.
Yeah, I would say that the book is like, I think it's like 30-35% vegan. So, and actually some of my favourite recipes in the book are vegan as well. And then for you guys that are vegan, normally you're fantastic at looking at a recipe and, you know, ducking and diving. So a lot of the veggie recipes are really easy to make vegan. So I think it's a book for everyone, whether you're meat eater, fish eater, veggie or vegan. Buddy, would you like to have a little try of your pasta?
Yeah.
Thank you for decorating the kitchen. You've done
I
ever
think
so.
it looks nice.
You think it looks better than when it started?
Yeah.
Okay. So take your weapon, my friend. You've slowly but surely got undressed. Here, let me do you up. So how are you liking the school holidays, bud?
They're fun.
What's the best thing you've done so far? Huh? Go to Cornwall. Yeah, surfing. Right, let's do your portion, big boy. So stand there. Let me serve you some. Let me get your thing. I'm trying not to walk too much because, yeah, take some of Daddy's.
You need to share.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, you getting me one? That's blessing.
Where's Buddy's knife from?
Where's the knife from?
Lots of questions about your knife.
Oh, well, it's going to look like it's basically a knife. I make knives, so that's my knife. You get a chopper, a bread knife, a carving knife, a little chef's knife, which is what Buddy was using, and a little paring knife. But I also do like mid-range posh ones, and then also entry-level plastic ones. You know, good steel, good edge, and there's some really fun, colourful ones as well, which people seem to love. Yeah, I think getting a good knife, keep a nice edge on it, look after it. Buddy, you happy with that big boy? You like it?
Mum?
Yeah.
We've got a question from Mark if you've got any good veggie burger recipes in the book.
Yeah, always. So, if I may just show you, good on you, boy. That's tasty. Well done. Okay, so let me just show you, very importantly, when I try and write books, I'm writing them for you guys, always you. So this is a really nice mix of kind of contemporary chapters. So you can see, to answer your question, there's a whole chapter on burgers and fritters, right? Because I know you guys love it. Then we've got £1 wonders, got brunch, which we love these days. Even Friday night nibbles for when you have a little beer at the end of the week. Really cool, interesting salads, pastas, rice and noodles, tray bakes, you know, £1 wonders, so really quick cooking for you guys. Soups and sarnies, pies, parcels and bakes, curries and stews. And yeah, I'll give you a little flick through. There's a lot of information on nutrition. You've got a really nice mixture of indulgent and healthy recipes, but we get a kind of, you know, nice choice in there. And you can see just colour. People are asking what's my favourite recipe in the book. You know, I haven't got one really, but there's some cracking curries in there. Really nice inspiration. We've even got comforting gumbo, inspired by my mate over in Louisiana. Got a beautiful tomato curry that was in the newspaper this weekend. Seems to have gone very well. Burns night stew for our Scottish brothers and sisters. You know, little £1 wonders. But as you can see, just, you know, I look at that, the absolute filth. That is cauliflower cheese deep pan pizza, old school. Little summer veg blanket pies. And there you go, buds. Happy? You all right?
Yeah.
Is that easy? If I asked you to do that on your own, could you do it?
Yeah, but not the liquid.
Not the liquidizer. You weren't too keen on that? No. So maybe I should have been there for that one. Although I was only a metre away, wasn't I? Yeah. All right, mate. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye.
Say have a happy summer holidays.
Have a happy summer holiday.
There you go. So there's buddies with red peppers, sunshine pasta with the yellow. I'll hand that back to the lovely Subi. So there you go. I'm going to get on with today. I have got a lovely day. I'm writing recipes and meetings, and we're about to start filming Friday night feasts very, very soon on the other south end here. So lots of pre-production. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you that little recipe. The sun's out, my little boy's here. I think it's always really nice cooking with the kids. It's really nice and normal, and I hope it inspires lots of parents out there to maybe go out and have a little cook up without the chaos of filming. Yeah, I reckon you'll have this down in 15 minutes. The time that pasta takes to cook, that sauce will be done, and then you've got a delicious little meal. So from me and Buddy, take care, lots of love, bye!